So by subscribing, it means now you follow all those practices. Now, I think just for your information, just after the conference.
Right.
Yes. When I checked yesterday the statistics, we have 501 registered members.
From 400?
From 400.
So at least 101.
Yes, so probably the conference...
So the conference had said, yes, it played a role.
So okay. I think where we get these chances, platforms to communicate, to encourage auditors, we do that. I know we have appeared here several times. We have made a call to say those who are practicing and they are not members of the Institute, they need to go and register. Because it is through this membership that they can have access to professional guidance on how to deliver the mandate of internal auditing practice. So okay. Thank you very much.
Right. And it's a good thing because the follow-up question that obviously I was going to put to Mushango, the dangers of non-compliance, but he can still just unpack it just a bit more, particularly looking at the fact that as much as you may have now received another additional 101 members post the conference, there's still a significant amount of auditors that are still non-compliant, and I think it's important that we echo that, the dangers of actually, or the challenges associated with not being compliant. Mushango.
Thank you, Joy. Non-compliance is associated with when you are part of a law or legislation or standards, then we say you are non-compliant. So the non-compliance right now is not registering. Because if they are not members, how else, like I said, which standard are you using? So we can't even say you are not complying with standards because you are not. And if you are not a member, even your employers, they don't take you seriously. Yeah, you are not a member, so we will take you seriously. What are you based on?
Oh, so there are two prime factors here. You can be a member but not being compliant, or you cannot be a member.
Yeah.
But you, obviously, if you're not a member, there is no compliance because what is subscribing to, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Get clarity on that one.
Yeah. So that's how it is. So, what are you complying with when you are not a member?
Right.
And if you are a member, then it's easy to say, here are the standards.
Okay.
That's what you subscribe to. Here's the code of ethics. That's what you have subscribed to by becoming a member. So we can hold you accountable to those. And we also have our bylaws, which include these ethics.
The guidelines, essentially.
Yeah.
Yes. And from those, the numbers, let me just give it a rough figure now. It's 501. Let's say it's about 1,000. Are those members? And those members are non-compliant. I'm more now interested in, so does it mean that they can't practice? Does it mean that, with the non-compliance, the challenges that one ought to face is, but we can block you from practicing. We can stop you according to the way in which the membership suggests, because or if you are non-compliant. So can I continue practicing as an auditor? Member make us comply.
No, let me assist on that one.
No, go ahead.
Yes, I think like we are saying, you indicated that we have more than 1.5 practicing internal auditors who are not members. Currently, because of lack of legislation that mandates or compels internal auditors to register with the institution. So that's why we have that.
Right.
Secondly, you find that even the job requirements do not have specific provisions to say for you to be an internal auditor or a practicing internal auditor, you need to be a registered member with the institute.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Because like you are saying, the dangers are such that when you are not registered, which standards are you following, right? Yeah. Because honestly speaking, if you register, you are given a globally recognized identifier. So you have a number which is recognized globally. So that gives you access to global or international resourcing at the global level. So if you are not a registered member, you are not going to have access to such resources.
All right.
For example, there's issues of ESG currently. There are
Very big issue.
Yes, there are issues of sustainability. So if you go into the website currently, if you are not a member, you can't have any professional material that speaks to those things. But if you are a registered member, you have those for free. And then that will assist your institution in assisting them on dealing with those issues. But now, if you are not a member, you are in the dark like someone in the street, because now you don't have access to professional material that can assist you to deliver on those areas.
And I understand that you know, legislative reforms were sort of put in place in terms of improving governance and ultimately encouraging non-compliant members to comply and non-members to become membership. How else are we encouraging those that are not members to join and ultimately comply? Mushango.
As he mentioned earlier, we do promote through different media. We indicate we'll be having these workshops, we are going to have this. So we are looking at a number of ways.
Yeah.
Like right now, we want to update that. We've started it. It's a mammoth task. We've started updating the register of practicing internal, not members, practicing those 1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then once we have that, we will conduct a survey to see what exactly is their need. Maybe we are barking at the wrong tree. We've been addressing the wrong problem. So we say, okay, let's have a survey and say, find out what are their real challenges from them. And then what do they expect? What are their expectations? And from there, then we can have specific targeted strategies for the different, like we have local government, we have central government, we've got private sector. So so that we specifically target each category. And in that way, maybe we can help improve. And also, like we say, we promote to show what is available for them. If they come in, here are the benefits. And if you are not there, what are the dangers, what are the threats, what are the disadvantages of not being a member? You know, it's the resources that he talked about, there's so much information in there. And we come to conferences, when presenters talk about that, you see a lot of those who are not really out of place because they don't know.
Yeah, that really is.
Well, others say, oh yeah, that one in there. And you can see that the others have read, have gone through the document. But we try every time. There's a conference. There are we do the chief audit executives sessions for free, and then board members, audit committee chairpersons, so that they understand when they go to when they go back to their organizations, they understand the role of internal audit and why it is important for their internal auditors to be members of IIA Botswana. And we plan to engage and consult with these key stakeholders so that when we, in the end, because we've done it before, and some organizations, one big organization in the country, ended up changing its structures, coming up with better controls and policies because of that. So we want to resuscitate that and go back to you.
Yes.
Katukula. Just to add on what you are saying, I think one of the key benefits that we have for the profession is once you are a registered member, you get discounts. For example, we have got professional certifications. So when you are a member, you get a discount.
So there are perks
that
come with membership.
Yes, there are perks that come. So, and then we have our month of May, which is the Internal Audit Awareness Month. Okay. So that we normally celebrate annually. You know, during that month, you get a 20% discount on your certification programs. 20% discount. Wow. Then also, if you have been watching, even our conferences, every trainings that we offer different rates for members and non-members. So probably if you are a member and you are sent to an institution, you are also saving money for your institution because you are going to get a discount by being a member of the institute. So I think those are some of the benefits that we have. We had a conference 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yes. It was loaded. It was speaking about a lot of things, though it was centralized around digitalization. I think we know HE is talking about digitalization. We have got Vision 2036. We have the Sustainable Development Goals. We have change. We have the mindset change. So the conference was aligned in that fashion to bring auditors on the boat so that they understand where the nation is trajecting to. So those who attended, they can attest that we had lined up a very good line of speakers who were talking about various subjects.
Right.
Mostly it was technology-based to say. We are moving into technology. Internal auditors, where are you? Align yourself so that you don't find yourself lagging behind. The institutions that you are serving have made tremendous strides in automation and you are behind and you cannot service them accordingly. So these are the kind of benefits that they accrue by being members of the institute. And then also we have free webinars that you can attend for free.
This is for members?
Yes,
Okay.
coming from the global level and at the regional level, because we have a body called African Federation of Institute of Internal Auditors. That is a regional body for Africa. They also provide free webinars that our members can attend, especially on topical issues that are currently trending.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, I like that you both you gentlemen actually answered in that way, because it was a question that I prepared in terms of how do you inspire those that are non-compliant, non-members to join? And you spoke of the benefits, the perks, like you said, and those free webinars, which I think is quite important, that you capacitate your different membership in that regard. And I also think it's very important for the organizations within which or that which they serve to be able to understand that the governing body of the membership actually does capacitate the different members that provide the service to them in that regard, which I think definitely it deserves a round of applause for that, a pat in the back. Well done there, leadership. Now, what I'm interested in now is the role that you see the Institute playing in shaping future legislative reforms related to internal auditing in Botswana. Whichever.
Okay. You must know we tried this before, but I think there was a misunderstanding because when you involve governments and you talk law, sometimes they think of establishing another organization which they will be funding. So when they are not sure. So we held back, but we are the main drivers.
Right. Because
we have to indicate what is necessary. As the president has been involved with the global and Africa, I think he will mention that, where they are looking at how they can assist, particularly in developing countries like ours. Because internal audit is not well understood or well received. So as it is, if you force it quickly, then you can create resistance. So that's why we've been taking our time. And we wanted people to appreciate, to understand the role of internal audit as it started, separate it from all other, when we started at auditing finance,
right.
We moved on to auditing, you hear of project audit, quality audit, systems or IT audit. We're no longer talking accounting audit. No, we're talking so many of the culture audit has become critical. Governance and strategy. Let
me quickly do this quickly. I'm just going to take a quick commercial break because I need to cross over to Letlhakane, where the Vice President is actually opening up a Sefalana. Stay with us and let's see what they have to offer over there.
Milestone as we gather to officially open the Sefalana Hyperstore here in Letlhakane. This is not just a celebration of a new shopping destination, but also a testament to the commitment to serving the people of Botswana. But before I continue, you have said you are number one in about two things. You have left one important thing, that I also know you are number one. So let me remind you that you are also number one in job creation. You are also number one. You can't have all these jobs without job creation. So this is a testament that the private sector can create jobs for those who have been doubting that jobs are only created by governments. So the private sector can create jobs, can drive the economy. You are the engine of growth. We have been taken through memory lane that Sefalana, Botswana's Bountiful Granary was established in 1974. It is the first company to list on Botswana Stock Exchange in 1975. This year marks the company's golden jubilee, 50 years, 50 plus 1. We celebrate them. Let's all put our hands together to celebrate Sefalana. I'm informed that a staggering 96.8% of the company shareholding is held by Botswana institutions and Botswana, with the Botswana Public Officers Pension Fund owning 48.1%, followed by the Motor Vehicle Accident Fund at 9%, and the Botswana Pension Fund at 6.12%. So this is what Reshandra has just alluded to. This ownership structure reflects the company's deep-rooted commitment to our nation and its people. Over the past 5 decades, we have witnessed Sefalana evolve into a diverse and extensive business operation, with its core focus on fast-moving consumer goods. I'm also informed that the company's presence extends beyond Botswana, reaching Namibia, Lesotho, and Australia, with a total of 93 outlets in Botswana, 24 in Namibia, 4 in Lesotho, and 11 in Australia. This is commendable indeed. We want Botswana companies to equally increase their footprint abroad. This expansion over the globe is testament that Sefalana is not only dedicated to serving customers, it is also aimed at maximizing profits for shareholders. We hope that the company's success will not be measured in profits only, but also in the well-being of employees and the communities they serve. It is gratifying to note that the company's workforce has grown from just 233 individuals in 1974 to over 6,600 today. As it expands its reach across urban and rural areas alike. So to that, I must also commend you. You are a partaker in rural development. You are implementing our priorities government, which we since set at independence, that we are going to embark on development. More importantly, we are going to embark on rural development. And I'm telling you, we are developing the rural areas. Just a week ago, we were officiating the groundbreaking at records of BHC houses. Who would have thought that the likes of BHC would go to the rural areas? But today, we are expanding that. And that means attracting people to the rural areas, accommodation for our employees. So it's very important, and we thank you for setting up here in a rural area. You are turning this place into an urban village, no longer a rural village. This new hyperstore brings the total number of Sefalana hyperstores in Botswana to 5. This store is the first of its kind in the Buteti region, an ultra-modern facility that will employ 115 Botswana, alongside an additional 36 individuals through service providers, including security, cleaning, and merchandising services. And you must also share in the glory, Honorable former MP, because I've been accused that I didn't bring choppies to records. Why not pride yourself that you have brought Sefalana here and the mall in Litlakan? Because more often they want us to say, what have you done for this village? What have you done for this constituency? Not talking about government project, but your persuasion and your encouragement, your provision of land has attested to that. You have brought hyper. Please share in the glory. Please. You must tell them that you are the one who brought hyper so here. We expect to see value chains created, especially replacing some goods that are procured from outside the country. Boteti is well placed to provide land, labor, and other resources that may be needed to develop value chains, industrial activities for linkages with Sefalana retail activities. As I said, as I promised, I'm very brief. In closing, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has been a part of this journey. Your support and dedication have brought us to this day. Together, let us continue to build a prosperous future for Letlhakane, Boteti, and the greater Botswana. Thank you, Mr. C. And let me thank you all who are gathered here. Sorry.
Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi wa kgotsa lekgotla la European Corporate Council on Africa and Middle East. Lekgotla la Botswana Teachers Union le kopana le bana le seabe go itebaganya le dikgwetlho tsa thuto.